What up, Boston Squad? How you guys doing? Today is a special day. It's April 19th, and that means today marks 4 years with Fiona being in my life, and I can't wait to see the next years will come to with her. I got her. Oh, let me tell you a little story on how she came into my life. My Shih Tzu, who is 9.5, he had heart issues and he was on medication for 2.5 years. I only had him 3.5 because I took him in after his previous owner passed. At first, I found another Shih Tzu that was at the Animal Rescue League of Boston. That didn't work out, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wait until because I knew my grandma. It was the same year that my grandmother passed, and so I'm like, I'm like, Mom, why? We have so. I'm like, Mom, no, we're barely home because of the fact that with Maki being so sick and she's on her way out, why don't we wait until after she passes? It took me 8 months to get over the loss of Buddy, who is an all gray Shih Tzu. I'll definitely post a picture on my Instagram and show you what he looks like. And so, when 8 months rolled around, I was just searching for dogs. I was gonna get one from a breeder. I'm like, you know what? I went on Pet Finder and somehow for some reason, she managed to pop up on there. So there was a link in it. So I went to Paws New England website and I saw her. So I immediately showed my mom the picture of her. My mom was going on vacation 4 years ago this month. So we couldn't figure out, like, she's like, why don't you put your name in it and then show Tommy? And then we showed my stepdad. And at first he said no, and then when we picked her up, because we weren't going to get another dog after Buddy passed. So the two of us immediately fell in love with her. And so we scheduled a house visit from one of the volunteers, and so it happened to be on a Monday. It happened to be on like a Sunday or a Monday. It was a Monday night, and she goes, "Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations." So we were so confused on why the lady kept telling us congrats. Come on, guys. And of course, my mom decides to keep chatting away with her. So they said, the lady goes, yeah, this is a perfect job for Fiona. The only thing is she has to be on a leash when she walks because she loves nature, which she does. She loves to chase squirrels, rabbits out of my yard. They suggest to us for small dogs her size not to use the retractable leash because they can choke themselves, they can injure themselves and the owners. So they scheduled us to pick her up on the 19th, which I have pictures of her from when we first picked her up. And tomorrow I'll definitely post the picture of me, my mom, and my stepdad picking her up 4 years ago today. So I have to grab it off of my Facebook and just get it. Just can't believe it's four. I can't believe how fast 4 years came with her. Like, there, honestly, there wouldn't be. I wouldn't trade it for the world for her because she's the best girl. And actually have been trying to train her properly to walk on leash. The only time what I noticed, the only time she has to pull the leash, if she has to poop. But other than that, she doesn't pull as much as she was. So she has a training collar that I usually use on walks because there's other dogs in the area that she randomly barks at, and so I'm like, you know what? I'll just put her on, and it's actually been helping us too with her training. So I couldn't believe how fast. I couldn't believe how fast 4 years came. And so, yeah, so it's just crazy how time flies with her. And when I first got her to the house, I was almost going to give up training her because at first she wouldn't trust us because she really didn't know me. But in the end, she's doing really well. She'll sit before we cross. Like she actually picked up on looking both ways before we cross the street, which I did not train her to do that. Some reason she picks that up on her own. So she's actually very intelligent to be quite honest. And so I'm just waiting until General Hospital's on. Yeah, so that's a little story of Fiona on how she got adopted. I just can't believe it's been 4 crazy years with her. And from what I understand is that when she first came, she would not listen. Like, believe it or not, I actually had to train her. Sorry, I'm just fixing my pillows. I literally had to train her to bring her toys in from the backyard. Here we go with my Boston accent. So, at first, I had to bring in the toys. And I'm like, Fiona, go grab your toy. Bring your toy in. And then it took her a couple of months to train to do that. But now, when I say, Fiona, come, bring your toy with you, and then she'll bring it. For example, last night, on Wednesday night, I was getting ready to feed her. It was just so nice out. So, needless to say, she would not listen. She just wanted to eat. And I'm like, you know what? I had to throw a toy, trick her, and then she was able to bring it in. So, and then I fed her. So, I'm usually strict with her on her behavior. Like last week, she barked. So I told her, I'm like, Fiona, if you're a bad girl, no PetSmart Sunday. So she was perfectly fine after that. And lately, she actually hasn't been running on the grass. I tell her, I've been trying to train her to go straight up the 2 stairs instead of wet grass. And needless to say, she's been doing so good about that. And I wouldn't trade it for the world for her. Let's see. When I first got her, she was like 16 pounds. But she's gained a ton of weight, and now she weighs 27 pounds. That's because my parents feed her table food, and I told them, I'm like, do not feed her table food. And so they want her to not be on any. They don't want her. They don't want us giving her table food, only fruits and vegetables. Like I gave her a couple pieces of peas last night for her to try. Just because she was hit by a car in Texas, and I want her to try new green vegetables. But she likes. What's weird is my Shih Tzu, who passed away 5 years ago on my birthday. He loved raw carrots, but this one, she has to have her carrots completely cooked. And so she loves, like, I think it's because she has sensitive teeth, and so she just is very spoiled. She loves bottles of water. I got her Hollywood Star Treats, which she loves. She actually knows some commands now. She'll, like, if I ask her, I go lie down, and then she'll lie down, and then I taught her to put her head down because for a while she was not putting her head down. And if I have a treat in my hand right away, like, for example, like, she knows my favorite word. Like, she'll lay down right away without me asking. And then if I put my hands on my hips, she'll sit. And then if I say excuse me, and she'll sit. She knows how to do high fives, which I taught her how to do that. She loves scratching. She loves laying on the grass, scratching her back on it. She does not like the snow. The only thing is she does not like snow. Neither do I. So if there's a blizzard, I make it a quick walk because of the snow, the plows, and the salt trucks. Other than that, like, if it's not snowing, like if it's warm and hot outside, she loves being in the hot sun. But with her being black, I keep her in the house to stay cool during the summertime when it's like at 90 degrees and above 90 degrees. Because of she loves eating they have dog ice creams they make now, so she loves those. She's just too funny. Like, she'll hold her toy with her two paws, her two front paws, which is hilarious. And then she loves my boyfriend. She's literally obsessed with him. And so, yeah, pretty much that's it about Fiona. This is this is like the longest video I've ever done. Because it's only seemed, I know I'm gonna cry. I'm just emotional because today marks 4 years with her. So I am proud of how much she's come a long way since 4 years. So at first, when I first got her, I noticed she was afraid of big trucks and buses. We're still trying to figure out, my mom and I were trying to figure out, like, what type of vehicle she was hit by when she was in Texas. I honestly believe she was hit by a car, like a dump truck, or just a trash truck. So, and yeah, so I think either those two, I think. But if you're new to my channel, make sure you give this video a big fat thumbs up for her. And just keep this a happy and positive, and no thumbs down for this video about Fiona. And Fiona's a schnoodle. She's a part schnauzer, part poodle mix. Love you guys.